Breaking news coming in. Big sedition hearing in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court says keep all the cases in abeyance. That's the latest coming in at the moment as far as the sedition hearing in the Supreme Court is concerned. We're updating live in terms of what's going on as far as the Supreme Court hearing on sedition is concerned. And the latest news trickling in at the moment is that keep all cases in abeyance. Supreme Court says stay all the trials under the stay all trials under sedition law. This is a big one. The Supreme Court has asked for a stay on all the trials under the sedition law. Also goes on to say examine sedition law first. There you go. You've got a big update coming in. At the moment, we're bringing you the live updates. Anisha and Mathur, our legal is joining us. Anisha, while the hearing goes on in Supreme Court, I couldn't help but notice the fact that the Supreme Court says stay all trials under sedition law. Would you tout this as a very big development legally?
Well, yes, legally and for the country, it is a very, very big development as the Supreme Court has made it clear that all ongoing trials will be held in abeyance. There will be no FIRs or investigations under the sedition law till this reconsideration exercise is done by the centre. In fact, the court has said these orders are going to continue till the next date of hearing, which will be in the third week of July now. And it is a very, very important order as the court has taken into account the fact that there is severe misuse of the sedition law. They have said that there is need to protect the civil rights of the citizens of India, that we expect that till the time this re-examination of this law is complete, it will not be used in any state or by the centre. The state and central government have been directed to refrain from filing any FIRs or conducting any proceedings under Section 124A. And even the cases that are pending will be kept in abeyance. The
current existing cases which are being tried under sedition law, what happens? So if there is a stay on it, what's the process? I mean, this will be helpful for the viewers who are intertwined in one of these cases.
Well, what will happen now is that any person who's already booked under sedition law and is in jail can approach the competent court for bail. Those bail hearings will be expedited. Secondly, all other ongoing proceedings, if somebody has an FIR against them but is not currently in jail, though any proceedings, investigation, trial against them will remain in abeyance, which means that no trial or investigation proceeding will go on against these persons till further orders from the Supreme Court. So this is a very, very big development on this law, because effectively no FIRs can be filed now under this law, which is being seriously misused across the country. Any pending for any person.
So either the central government or state government, they will not be able to register any FIRs whatsoever, Anisha, invoking Section 124A of the IPC. Is that correct?
That is what it seems that has been passed by the court, that state and centre shall refrain from any proceedings under this particular law. That is, and I'm quoting this here, the Chief Justice while reading out the order that in the open court has said, we expect that till re-examination is complete, this provision will not be used. State and centre to refrain from filing any FIR or conducting any proceedings under 124A. Effectively, sedition law at this moment has been kept in abeyance in the country. No FIRs, no investigations. Ongoing trials will also not be conducted till the next the Supreme Court, and the government has been asked to ensure that the re-examination exercise is conducted expeditiously.
And how does this change the lay of the land, Anisha, as far as many activists are concerned, many journalists are concerned, and we know those very important cases that are being tried under the sedition law at the moment in the country?
So the first thing that this does is that for any activist or journalist against whom any case is currently ongoing, and we know that there are several such persons, including 3 petitioners who were before the Apex Court themselves. Even the Editors Guild is a party to this proceeding in the Supreme Court, as it was said that this law is being misused particularly to target journalists and activists. Any person against whom an FIR is already there, if they are not under arrest, then there will be no proceeding against them till further orders from the court. This comes a big breather for every journalist or activist who was potentially facing arrest.
Anisha, the existing FIRs, what happened? There's no quashing of the existing FIRs, correct? Only that the matter is now put on a stay.
Yes, there is no quashing. Remember, the court is not passing any final orders at this stage. This is only an interim order which will be in effect till the court takes a final decision. So effectively, FIRs will remain, but no one can be arrested. Investigation will not continue. Any trials or proceedings will not continue. And if anyone is in jail at the moment under this particular section, they can approach the appropriate court. They can approach the trial court for bail. And the court has made it very clear that they expect that the state and central governments will not use this provision. No new FIRs will be filed till the time this reconsideration exercise is ongoing. So effectively, it is a big win for all the activists and journalists in particular who have been saying that this provision is being unfairly used against them. Because as of now, with the Chief Justice's bench passing this order, no new FIRs, no new proceedings can be initiated, and the proceedings that are currently ongoing will remain in abeyance. Nothing, no further movement.
Was there any kind of defense coming in from the centre as far as defending the sedition law is concerned in the Supreme Court?
Well, see, the sedition, as far as the sedition law itself is concerned, yesterday and even today, the central government has taken the stand that we are re-examining the issue. But since it is a cognizable offence in which a lot of other offences, including participation in terrorism, unlawful activities, etc., are also involved, therefore the centre has argued that the court should not issue a stay on the process of this law, and that there could be, and in fact what the government had suggested this morning is that we could have draft directions under which no FIR would be registered without the superintendent of police first conducting a preliminary inquiry and then giving a sort of approval for an FIR to be registered or an arrest to be made. But the court has gone one step ahead from that, and they have said that since the government is admitting that there is misuse, that the Attorney General himself has said that there has been several instances of misuse, we are saying do not use this provision at all for now. Back to you.
Right. So Centre has also been asked to send an advisory to the state governments. That is on your screens right now. No new FIR under sedition law till review. That is the other big point that we're breaking at this point of time. Breaking news on your screens right now. Viewers, for those who have just tuned in, this is a big legal development that is coming in at this point of time, and we're breaking that story first here on India Today. Anisha Mathur continues to be with us. The Supreme Court has stayed the sedition trial till the law is re-examined. The sedition hearing in the top court, they say keep all the cases in abeyance till review. That's one big point, and stayed all the trials under the sedition law. At the moment, there is a stay on it. So it is a respite for all the sedition cases accused at the moment. And we do involve, there are lots of journalists involved, there are lots of activists involved, and those are some very popular sedition cases that are going on in our country right now. But this is a slight bit of a shot in the arm coming in for the ones who have been accused, because at the moment, what the court says is do not quash these FIRs, but the cases will be in abeyance, but there will be a stay on all the trials under sedition law. I'm going to go straight across to Anisha once more to break this down for our viewers. Anisha, do we have any more updates on this? Because we've walked our viewers through the main points, and if you could break it down in terms of what this really means once again.
Well, in a sense, what the court has done is that at this moment, no further FIRs, no fresh FIRs under sedition law would be filed. And if anyone already has an FIR against them, there will be no trial criminal process or investigation process against them. The proceedings have been kept under abeyance. And more importantly, if anyone is under arrest, if somebody is in jail under sedition charges, they can approach the appropriate court and get bail, and those hearings will have to be expedited. Now, while we are talking about how this is a shot in the arm for activists and journalists, the centre in its arguments has raised the point that sedition charges are also against persons who may have been involved in terrorism or any other serious activities, and therefore the centre was arguing that there should be no stay. But with this order by the court, it is going to be very, very crucial to see how this is going to play out. Further, the court has pronounced just a very short order where the court has very clearly said that there is misuse of the law. The Attorney General has given instances of misuse of the law. The centre has said it would reconsider this law. Therefore, we have to protect the civil rights of the citizens of India. So therefore, at this moment, the biggest takeaway from this order is that at this moment, no new FIRs, any pending cases, no further investigation will happen till any further orders from the court. And the government has been asked to ensure that this reconsideration process is conducted smoothly and soon. The hearing in this matter will once again happen in the third week of July, which means that within the next 2 months, we should see some sort of development, some sort of move coming from the centre on what their next step is going to be. And so this is a very, very big development from the Supreme Court today. As the sedition cases, the ongoing sedition cases, there's a big shot in the arm. Any person who has been booked can seek release. Any person who could potentially